Hey, this is NFTeve, and I'm here with Dave. He is the guest sort of community leader of the Polygon Alliance. I heard him, they have these amazing Polygon spaces. You guys do it every day, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Spaces, and so I was immediately intrigued because one, of course, I like Polygon. I'm also a Polygon investor. Two, because it was like the coolest, kindest, chill space like that I found out there, and actually caused me to immediately mint on Polygon, which I had been meaning to get around to, but I hadn't gotten around to it. But then when I heard you guys in the space, the Twitter space, I was like, okay, I'm going to join up with these Polygon people, and I'm going to like really join up because you guys have this amazing community. So that was really how I found you. So welcome to my show. How are you doing?
Thank you very much for
where do you live?
I live in southwest England. My flat overlooks a river. I'm about 2 miles from the coast. It's beautiful. I'm in a small town, but yeah, so close to all the countryside. It's incredible.
Wow. Okay. Is it near Cornwall?
Yeah, I'm in Devon, North Devon. I'm about 15 miles from Cornwall border.
Wow, I've been watching. There's this channel called like History Time. The guy's voice is very relaxing. So I've been like watching the history of England over and over, and I have been there as an exchange a long time ago. I've always been into the earthworks and the mounds and the land, and really been jonesing to go back to England. So welcome. Tell us, what is the Polygon Alliance and how can we get involved, and why, this is an NFT space, and mostly we're like, from the NFT point of view. I actually invested in Polygon before I was making NFTs. So the more NFTs on Polygon, the bigger my Polygon and my Matic bags are going to get. So I'm pretty excited just on that. But what got you so like hyped up about Polygon?
I think I had a couple of not so great experiences in and around ETH when I entered the NFT world, and I didn't have the biggest budget. I'm not a crypto investor before. I kind of came in with a learning budget, if you like, and lost a lot of it early on. So Polygon and Wax were two blockchains that were offering NFTs that were low price point, and were building sort of in the earlier stages, if you like, and maybe hadn't defined completely the communities that were kind of existing on them. Be careful how I say all of this, but yeah, and those bad experiences led me to meet the two projects that I'm really closely involved with in the actual NFT projects. And then through both of those projects, I started to meet more creators in the NFT world. And then I met Beluga, who is the host during the week of our spaces. I host the weekend. We kind of combined. I met him on like the third show he was putting on, or second show, and we kind of wrapped. Crypto Goons were doing 2 a week, and we kind of wrapped them together a little bit to make sure that we could host them all daily. And that was, we're in the 17th week now, 125
wow,
days today.
Whoa, congratulations. That's like a really long time in an NFT world, and especially Twitter spaces. Wow.
Yeah, every day for 125 days we've hosted, but like we've had over 1,000. Well, I think we've had over 1,000 creators or speakers come through our room in that time. We've set up this Discord, which has nearly got 1,000 members, 100 projects. We know that for a fact that we've had over 1,000 collaborations. We've got events in Spatial that are being highlighted by Spatial because we bring such numbers to them. It's phenomenal, like what we've grown, and there's no budget. It's all been grown by people in the time.
Wow, that's amazing. Totally decentralized. What is Spatial? I'm not really aware of that.
It's a metaverse gallery.
Oh, metaverse gallery. Okay. All right, I need to.
And it's not
a Ukrainian benefit the other day, an auction for Ukraine, right?
Yeah, we built one in there, but it's just quickly about Spatial for anyone interested. It's got free entry points for people to put their own artwork in their own galleries, their template galleries, but their price point allow you to build your own stuff is a dollar price point. It's not wrapped into having to buy an NFT or anything like that. So definitely worth checking out if you're an artist or a creator, as a way to highlight your art.
So any artist can go in there and plug in their paintings into the pictures. Okay, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's right.
That is so awesome. And so I just want to say, like, how many hours do you guys do your space every day? It's
They're normally about 2 hours long.
and it starts at in the afternoon, Eastern time. What time does it start Eastern time?
2 p.m. 2 till 4.
2 to 4. All right, that's amazing. Yeah, so you guys have amazing spaces. And what got you into NFTs? Like, how did you get into this whole crypto world?
I nearly invested like 2 years ago, but didn't for probably closer to 3 years ago now. And then my friend pretty much all the way through last year was trying to convince me to buy crypto, and I was like, yeah, I'll get around to it. And then he showed me an NFT, and I was like, I need one of these in my life now. And I got into So Rare, which is like football, soccer for you guys, but football NFTs, and reminded me of like the sticker albums I used to collect when I was a kid, and Say It Quietly when I was an adult. Yeah, so I think it was kind of really appealed to that collector nature in me. You know, I've held football programs, tickets to all of the sports events and concerts I've been to and stuff. Yeah, so it appealed to that reason. And then when I saw sort of some of the community engagement and how people were interacting with other people, I thought, maybe there's an actual opportunity to really drive change in like how people interact with each other, how we value each other. And that's how this sort of Spaces Polygon Alliance thing kind of built.
Wow, so that's interesting. So you came in through, like, you're just interested in people getting along, building communities, and then that's your way you got into NFT. That's really cool. Yeah, I love it. I mean, I feel the same way. Like, I'm a fine art background, but just like having to have a lot of drinks and stand in front of paintings, and there's a very limited space of paintings, and it's just a lot of, I don't know, pressure and money, and it was never my thing. I mean, some people, they love that, but just me, I never did. But I love NFT space, and so I've heard a lot of people in the spaces. I met so many people, and they're all like, yeah, I'm doing on Polygon because the Polygon community is so strong. So, thank you for doing that, for creating, I guess how I feel. I mean, I always say, like, the Polygon community is really so based in community, even more than the coin or the platform or the art or anything. And that's, to me, the most attractive, because everybody wants to go somewhere where they feel they belong, where they feel welcome, where they can get help, where they can be a big shot, where they can be a little bit, a brand new person started yesterday. And so, that's the best thing about crypto. And I mean, not crypto, NFTs, for sure. And what are your projects, your personal projects that you're working on?
So Crypto Goons and Cartridge Punks are the two. And they both appealed to me at the beginning for different reasons. Something about the art of Crypto Goons just completely captured me, and it's a bit of nostalgia, a bit of weirdness, a bit of funkiness, a bit of like maybe a little bit of aggressiveness as well as like but there's like, I don't know, there's a lot of emotions in the art, but it stood out. Well, the first time I saw it, I was like, do I like this? I'm not really sure.
Can you share?
And then yeah, I can't get enough. Let me get the website up.
Yeah, because here's the thing about me. I'm like a totally ignorant about this kind of big projects. I'm mostly in the one.
I hesitate to be called a big project. We've just give it a second to load. My laptop's being a little bit slow whilst we're on the call. And there's and there's a lot that we need to sort some of the image. We built this website with two people that don't build websites. This whole project's really, we had a team in the early days that kind of fell apart, just because NFTs, nothing malicious really. People get distracted by shiny things in NFT land. and it's still loading, I do apologize. And yeah, so we built this website between two of us, and I think like some of our images, the resolution and stuff needs to be toned down so it loads a bit quicker when things are going on. I'm just making sure everything else is closed down on my laptop as well. It might help. All the technical issues. Right, let's try this. Let's see if it works. I'm going to share you first of all, because I've got it open in the same window. And I'm going to move over. Are we good?
Yep, we're good. Oh yeah, you're right. They are emotional. They are aggressive. They do look like these people like after the football games over there in your country.
Yeah, it can look like that. So it's our website, as I said, we built it. We want it to be we want it yellow for a reason, and that'll become clear as the project goes. In terms of being a big project, I'd hesitate to call it that. We've traded probably about 11 ETH in total, maybe 12, across two different collections. So it's but we're building something. We own Sandbox land, which is
Awesome.
metaverse land.
Very cool.
Yeah, so yeah, we're working into that, and we've onboarded a full Web3 dev to add tokenomics. So all of that's being built in the background. But there's just some sort of generic information about the project. And then we've got, these are sort of the artwork that our community decided wanted on the website. So they nominated their one, and then we selected them as a community to which ones we put on. So these are all goons that are community hold. The green one, there's one of mine. I have a particular the green fan. I like a bit of green. And we've got this is our latest collection, which is minting at the moment, which are our Dead's collection. We've got two more to mint of our first 6,000. Chris, our owner, and me with my lovely PFP there. And then yeah, just sorry, go on. I didn't mean to.
No, just that's awesome. I love the artwork. It's crazy. Yeah, you're right. It's so wild. You know, it's like a little bit unhinged. You know, these goons. Amazing.
Yeah, and it's just we want a lot of information and to let people know what we're doing, but it's not closed in, and our community are deciding with us as we go forward. So that's probably that really. I'll turn the share off for now, and we can look at something else in a bit.
And where does the community take place? Is it everything happening in the Discord, or how is it? How does it work?
So a lot of our holders are creators because they're linked into this wider Polygon community. So our Discord actually at the moment isn't as happening as we'd like it, but people hold on and they don't leave our Discord. So we've got about 700 members, maybe slightly less, 650, something like that. And they, we've held at that number for a while. If we do like promotions with other Discords, it goes up and then goes down. So like we just try and keep it as everything, like we don't pay for anything, so everything is completely organic, and we want our Discord to be the same. And then we truly believe as the tokenomics and the next stages of the project kick on, we'll get re-engagement from the people that want re-engagement, and that's what we want. We want the people that want to be involved. And if you just want to hold, that's cool. If you want to flip, that's cool. We also understand that's part of the game. But if you want to be involved, we'll help you, and we want to build you as much as we build ourselves.
Oh, okay. So this actual project is like based around Polygon community. Like I'm going to buy one of these and it's going to like entrench me more and connect me more with the Polygon community, or is that how it works?
Kind of, but through me and this specific project, because we're so entrenched into the Polygon community as a project. Yeah, that's kind of wrapped into the value of what you get. You get the opportunity to sort of be part of crypto goons within the Polygon Alliance, but also utilize those relationships for yourself as well. We want to help people in all aspects through everything that we do, and it's the same with Beluga. We want to give people the tools they need, like you said at the beginning, that will enable you to be the best version of you that you can or that you want to be. Like, so if you want to be incredible, you can be. If you don't want to be incredible, you don't need to be, but you've got the tools you need to get you to where you need to get to. And I think for so many of us in our day-to-day lives, for so many people, that's been barricaded, or it's been blocked off, or you've got to jump through hoops or fill in a billion forms to be told no, or you get your data used and sold all over the place without your permission. And I think this is a real opportunity to let us build the tools and the services that we need. Like you said, that decentralized platform that isn't gate kept, that isn't closed off to people. And I think the people driving this, and this isn't just Beluga and me, there's multiple people throughout our community that drive this and embody these values daily. And that's what's making us great and achieve great things. And I think it just shows what people can do if they're given the opportunity and the tools, essentially. So to get on a bit of a passionate rant about it.
No. I'm totally in. I'm totally in. And yes, because I feel the same way. I feel like NFTs are the revolution. I mean, like, we're just at home, like I'm at home on my iPad creating money, you know, and I'm creating money. You're going to buy my money. I'm going to buy your money. Like, and just the community is, you know, mind blowing, you know, the amazing. And I've never felt in my whole, I'm going to cry now. I've never really felt accepted and that anywhere in my entire life until NFTs. And I'm like, you know, because we all fit here. It's so effing awesome, you know, to come and be able, you know, everybody's so accepted and so awesome. So, okay, I don't even have a PFP. I have never even bought one of these because I've really been on the outside of that. So I'm going to ask you like some totally basic questions, and they're sincere because I want to know. So how much does it cost to buy one of these? Because I want one. I want to be part of the community, you know. What do I have?
One of ours, one of the female ones, if you wanted one of the female ones, is the base price for that's about $12 at the moment. With it's a low entry price. Yeah, and even the new ones that are minting at 8matic, the ones with the skeletal form. So it's going to go up. We created accidental hype at the beginning, essentially, without meaning to, and then it is crashed, and it's been a rebuilding process. So it's about getting that right now, getting the community involved as we go through it, and making sure that you guys are comfortable. But our entry point's around $12 at the moment. The what you get for that is like literally everything that I said plus more as we build the utility into the tokenomics and stuff like that. So we're going to build a token into Goons, and we're in the process of moving everything over to a limited company or a corporate company or an LLC, depending where you are in the world, so that we can start with a locked liquidity pool, which is something that a lot of NFTs can't do because they're not registered as companies, so they have to build with a community liquidity pool. So we are taking it serious, but it's taking a while to get there because we're taking it seriously.
Oh, so just with buying this NFT, would I be involved in the liquidity pool, or would I have to also buy tokens?
So what we want to do, and this isn't a promise, I'm going to underline that right now. But we drop
a liquidity pool is a way that you could really it's a financial system, decentralized. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So what we want to do is, because our first 3,000 that we dropped were dropped on an OpenSea storefront contract, and that really limits us in terms of what we can do with those NFTs, in terms of utility, adding them into use cases further down the line, because of the limitations of OpenSea's storefront contract, essentially. So the way that we need to kind of move people over is, offer some sort of way in to the tokenomics or the sandbox aspects. So what we'd love to do is offer some sort of opportunity to get into the liquidity like the payout from the liquidity pool for holders that own those first 3,000 as a way to say thank you for picking them up. And then anything else that there'll also be an opportunity to buy into that separately as well. But it's so that we can wrap the utility and functionality into those first 3,000 that we put out there. But again, this is being built, and I don't want to promise it. What you do get is you will get everything else that we offer, and you will get, you know, the full access to our community, the way that we're going to build Sandbox, early news, early releases, stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of what you'll get for picking one of them up. If you picked one of the skeleton ones up, that's the one that's on its own contract, and that's slightly different. That'll just be wrapped straight into the usages in terms of Sandbox playability, gamification, things like that.
Okay, so if anyone doesn't know, Sandbox is a metaverse. Okay, so if I buy one of the old ones, do I have to figure out how to get into the new system now, or is it like, I don't even know. Okay, let me ask another question, more basic. So I buy this PFP, which I'm definitely doing. Everybody, the links are below. Smash the like, subscribe, make comments, share it with your friends, get everyone in the Polygon network, because it's a friendly, nice, and cool, and it's an amazing coin. Like, I mean, it's Polygon is an amazing, and it's on OpenSea. I mean, it's very accessible. So I get my PFP. Like, normally I'll probably keep using the same one I have, because as a one-of-one artist, I feel like you have to kind of stand out a little bit. And sometimes with the PFPs, I feel like they start looking the same, and I'm like not quite in that scene, So
no, I don't blame you at all. And I think branding is really important, and I think your PFP is a big part of your brand.
For sure. So what do I have to do to like get in the community? Do I have to like put my PFP up like just for a minute and do like fist pumps, or like how does it work?
No, you come and join our Discord and say hello.
Okay.
Literally that simple. Show us the one that you bought, and we'll give you the membership role, because we can't link it to Collabland because of OpenSea storefront. Yeah, I've already explained that. So yeah, you just come and say hello if it's one of the first 3,000. And then if you picked one of the latest 1,000 up, there's about 450 left to mint. Then yeah, you hook up with Collabland, you get access to the hidden channels, which are literally the ones where we talk about the future. We ask your guys' opinions, we have votes on stuff, all of the usual kind of things that happen within one of these communities. We don't put any requirements on anyone, and to be completely frank, there's only 5 channels that you'd have access to that you wouldn't have access to if you came into our Discord as anyone. So we really do want to be as open as possible, and we really don't want to gatekeep. And what you're getting for buying any one of these first 6,000 is you're essentially crowdfunding our business, and you're becoming part of our team. And we want you to be as involved as you want to be in building that future forward. So yeah, I suppose that's probably the easiest way to say it.
All right, I understand. I think I understand now. I'm definitely down, because sometimes you don't realize like the price, because you hear Bored Apes, people are paying $1 million for PFP, so you just don't know the price. So it's great to know the price, that it's very accessible. At least to me, I have that in my account, and I'll find the link, click on the link, and get it, and pick out my cool PFP. And so that's really exciting, because I do feel like the urge to start joining stuff, because I came into crypto as a little bit of an outsider, and I was like quite a bit older than, everybody, and also female, also very right brain. I'm not techie. I don't understand half the things people are talking about, but I got into crypto in 2017, and so I'm completely obsessed with it. I studied in Blockchain Academy. I invested in many, many, many projects. I did very well. And so now I'm like, when the first PFPs came out, I'm like, oh, this is like the bros, and I can't join because, anyway, that's my own rollo, as they say in Spanish.
No, it's not. Sorry, let me jump in on that. It's not. It's systematic within the industry. It really is. And like, this is what we want to change. The fact that even spaces are gatekept, and people do what I just did to you and interrupt and overtalk
That's
you
fine. I
all the
interrupt
time.
you. I'm an interrupt.
And I, yeah, I just, it's what Beluga and I stand for, diversity and inclusion. And that's probably why you felt so welcomed when you came into the room, because there aren't many people that are offering that kind of, I suppose, atmosphere is the best way to put it, to people that come in. And it doesn't matter whether you're new, whether you're old, whether you're young, whether you're ethnic, whether you're LGBTQ. I don't know if I got all those letters right. I'm sorry if I got one wrong. But it doesn't matter where you come from within society, whether whether you're on a street in Africa because you don't have anything and you're on your mobile and there's people beeping and shouting at you, you get the same chance as if you're sitting in a nice, flat by yourself with no one else in there, in a room where you can talk as loud as you want because you don't have neighbours at nearly 11 o'clock at night. And that's what's really important to everyone that's driving this community, is that everyone's got the opportunity to get their voice heard. And I think you said something similar to that at the beginning, and I just really wanted to hammer that home from what we're all about.
Yeah,
whether that's
totally. I'm totally down. And yeah, that's what I love. I love that. I think everybody loves that, and to have access to these financial systems, to all of this knowledge, to all of these, big developers, big sell, like, it's not just, I don't know. That's why I love crypto. I love it. I effing love crypto because, you know what? There is no gatekeeper. Like you said, you have to have a phone. Doesn't matter where you live in the world. I understood it immediately because I had lived in Mexico, and I had lived in some countries where the money would all of a sudden just go, wonky and get devalued. And I'm like, okay, this centralized money is definitely not good, And so it's the same thing with NFTs. Like, I'm immediately understood, like, everyone can come in, and that's the beauty of it. And amazing. Is there anything else you want to share? Any other project or any other thing?
No, I'd just like to let me get the Polygon Alliance Discord.
Oh yeah. Tell me how to use Discord, because actually, frankly, I'm in Discord. I belong to 100 groups, but I never actually go in there because I just, how when it's a new platform, you have to get over that hurdle of figuring out how it works until you get hooked.
Well, let's give you a rundown. This is one of the more complex Discords you're gonna see, and I was having some sound issues, so I've had to unplug my second screen. So if I look confused, or if I don't look like I'm paying attention, it's because I'm looking at Discord, not you, as I share my screen in a moment. But yeah, I will give you guys a brief chat through this Discord, and there you go. You should be seeing us, and let me get the Discord open. My Discord, excuse the mess of the Discord on the left hand side, but this is Polygon Alliance, so that's we'll have a banner sorted out at some point, because we don't have this. We haven't asked anyone to boost this Discord because, as I said, no one's getting paid for anything, and we don't want to ask our members to pay for this Discord until we understand exactly what we're going to offer through it. But we've got a calendar and a voice channel, which you'll see in a lot of Discords, or most Discords, some server stats. So this was set up on the 28th of December last year. We're up to over 900 members, and we've got over 100 featured projects in here, staff chat and stuff, which I'm not going to show you because I might get in trouble. And then the welcome channel, which is the message you'll see when you join. Information, server announcements, which at the moment are about the Ukraine charity drive, where we've built a spatial gallery, and we've got over 90 artists in there that have got their work put up, and all the funds, all the proceeds, are going to the Ukrainian people. At the moment, the soft decision is to donate that to the Ukraine government wallet, but we'll decide that as a community where that goes. This is just completely transparency about what we want the server to be, and how it was built. And then as we go down, we've got a bot that you can implement into your own server, which says that you're part of this community, and that you've done enough in this server to be trusted. So that hopefully adds weight to individual projects. Some channels for project owners. So this is the peak project owners or artists area. And we've also enabled everyone to get on our website and to create their own merch store if they don't have the capability or the time to do it through their own project.
Their own merch
We
store?
have a free feature.
Wait, you gotta repeat that one. You can create your own merch store?
Yeah, exactly. So if you've got a Polygon project and you don't want to create your own Shopify account, or you don't want to write up your own website, or you can reach out to us, and we've got a real simple process for implementing your merch and having your own end user website, portal, window, however you phrase it. I'm getting my words all mixed up.
Wow. Well, I need that because I actually am going to start. Because you said Shopify. Like, I have to interrupt you for these questions. So I actually I'm on TikTok in a day. Actually, I like a dance on TikTok. So I'm like, oh, YouTube. I have so many people, they like that. So I have huge amounts of followers. Like every day gets so many more. I'm like, oh, I need to like sell NFTs on here and do something, sell something because, I need that money. And
Yeah.
so I
And
was,
you've got the follow account.
huh?
And you've got the follow account and the interest.
Yeah. So I was trying to find like, okay, how am I going to sell NFTs to people who mostly probably do not have any clue what an NFT is, and how am I going to do that like in a real simple, easy way? Because I'm super busy, and this is just a little side thing. I get up and do my exercise, and I do my dance class like every day on TikTok. And
well, we'll have some tools for you as well, and I'm going to send you a link to one of our community members, Cynthia, who's created a whole step-by-step journey to making a wallet, to creating an NFT, to buying an NFT, where you can click on articles, and I think they're all on Medium, but I'll send you the links and you can double check it and have a look and see if it's any good.
right.
But we put tools like that. Yeah, we've got tools like that out here. So the merch store, you just need to reach out to Cepheus or us on the Discord, and it'll show you how to set it up. We've got a video as well, but we're super accessible. There's no cost involved for anyone, and the costs are paid on fulfillment by the end user. We have a featured project every month. This month's Troglodyte Society. They are they're a project designed to support Sierra Leone. The owners are from Sierra Leone, and they had to leave Sierra Leone when they were young because of some of the atrocities that happened out there. So we support projects like that each month, or for 4 to 6 weeks.
Amazing.
And then there's the public areas where we just offer sort of support to people, a general chat channel, chat about metaverse. You can put your giveaways in here for people to share. You can ask people to share your tweets.
That's awesome.
Mental health watch, scam watch, complete opportunity to do that thing that I hate saying. The spaces, so this is all of the spaces that we put up, and we've got a schedule where you can see all of the different type of spaces that are held within our community. And they've all kind of been approved, and I hate to use that word, but they've all been vetted by members of the community. There's no formal vettification process or vetting process, but yeah, this is turned up. And then some non-profit stuff, so we're doing a big charity drive for that at the end of April, early May, and this is the Ukraine channel, where we've put together everything to build this charity auction. People are interactive on it, and then these are some of the ask for some help areas that I was telling you about, where you can get dev, marketing, design help, community building help. You can get someone to check your smart contract before you drop it to make sure that it's okay.
Wow.
And then we've got learning tools as well, so they kind of wrap into one. So it goes on, but this is kind of a really massive Discord. Like, if you've never seen Discord before, I'm going to come off of the shared screen now, guys. But if you've never seen, just quickly, these are all the projects. So every project's got its own own project page.
You
So
know,
if you
the
don't, so for
projects
you,
of
for
the
example,
members,
sorry.
the projects of the members, or what are the projects?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, so you as a NFT artist, if you didn't want to have your own Discord, could come into this Discord, get to level 3, which is really easy to do, and then you could have your own page, and all of your community could come and interact with you through this Discord rather than you having to set up your own
That,
one.
that's
And also,
'cause that's a lot of work, you know.
Discord's a lot of work if you don't have people to do it for you, for sure. And yeah, some DeFi tools that we've got within the community as well, which that they might be of interest to you actually, some of them. But yeah, just to, you know, I say that's a really quick overview of what, there's a lot of information in there and we barely touched it. It's hugely complex. Most Discords aren't that complex, I promise you. They don't have that many different areas and that many different channels. But yeah, that last point for you, for example, if you wanted to bring your community to a place where they could interact with you on one channel, that's a place where you could do it, where you didn't have to set up your own Discord and manage your own Discord.
Yeah, that would be great. Actually, I'm in the process of setting up one. I started this NFT buyers club, but I'll ask you about that after. Wow, now I understand. Like, this is really great because I have not ever really understood either Discord or even PFP projects. You know, I'm hearing about them, you know, all the time, but I'm only half listening. So I'm like, oh, I don't understand that. So now I understand it's this amazing, huge business slash community slash everything. And you just put it all together and then people can join in and be a part of it. Wow. Okay, I understand, which is I'm pretty impressed, like that I can understand this now. Wow. Okay. Everybody, the links are going to be below. Smash the likes, put a comment, subscribe, and join this community. Or if you just want to go on his, every day they have spaces, go on their spaces, get to know them, see if you like it, join up, and share it with other people. I just have one more question.
That's what.
Random questions, 2 random questions about Polygon. And one is, I know that OpenSea does, you know, Ethereum, Polygon, NFTs, but are there a lot of other platforms that are using the Polygon network at the moment?
Yes, there are more marketplaces and other types of platforms that use Polygon. It's expanding all the time. Official NFT is one that's live at the moment, that's interacting with our community and is working so that your NFTs can be listed on OpenSea as well as their own platform and that you create. So yeah, there's others, Luxio, there's a couple of others that ArtisU and Astro Elon that are coming out, and there's some other ones that I won't be aware of, and projects have started building their own ones as well because of OpenSea and some of the gatekeeping and barriers that maybe we've talked about, and the changes that OpenSea just seem to drop at the flip of a switch without ever really interacting with anyone.
Are you mean like banning Cuba and Iran and everybody, or what? Or oh yeah, I actually put up my first collection, and it was like in February, so it was really a disaster. And I know a lot of people lost some of their artwork and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, there was a phishing scam that was very sophisticated that used, but the OpenSea have to carry a little bit of the blame because they told everyone what they were doing, and they told everyone they were going to send an email, and the people that then sent the email made it look very, very much like it had come from OpenSea, but it wasn't an OpenSea hack; it was a phishing scam that people fell for. OpenSea changed their end user platform model for creators at the drop of a hat about 6 weeks ago, and had to reverse the decision very quickly due to mass public outcry across Ethereum and Polygon. And actually last week or 10 days ago or something like that, they increased their minimum listing from $2 to $5 without telling anyone. So on Polygon, you used to be able to list at $2 if you wanted. You now can no longer do that, as far as I'm aware. You have to list at $5, and that can have quite a big impact. So you're talking about people in some of the poorer areas of the world, some of the less fortunate areas of the world. If you're in a country where where $10 could change your week, could change your family's week, could feed you for a week with food that you've not eaten for a while, then pushing your price point up by 250% is insane. Like, that's like, all of a sudden you're potentially costing creators, regular buyers and regular purchasers of their products, and changing their marketplace without interacting with them. And yeah, so there's all sorts of things popping up to try and mitigate some of the problems that OpenSea have brought upon themselves.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I live, even in Mexico, like $5, that would be something like equivalent to like $30 here. And then that's, Mexico is a pretty, wealthy country with a decent money, so probably some countries $5 would be like an equivalent of like $100, probably. Maybe not 100, but 75. That's quite a difference. So
Yeah.
Here's my last question. It is, so I have a MetaMask Polygon. I still haven't figured out how to work it, but luckily I made a sales in Polygon, so I can use that Polygon. But what other wallets, like say if we're connecting with your website or other, smart contracts, like what's a good Polygon wallet to use? Does everyone use MetaMask, or does everyone use some other wallet, or what wallet's good?
The two most popular wallets are Coinbase and MetaMask. So like and I don't know if that's just because they've cornered the market. And I think one of the reasons MetaMask is popular is because you can import other wallets into MetaMask. So for example, I use my Trust wallet within MetaMask on my PC, so I don't have to constantly mess about with QR codes on my phone. It's a lot easier to import my Trust wallet into MetaMask and interact on my laptop with that than it is to interact on my laptop with Trust. So yeah, I think it depends on you, but the two most popular ones are Coinbase and MetaMask. And in Polygon, just quickly, Hashlips are a community that help people to write their own smart contracts, and they put tutorials out on it. But they use MetaMask. So when they write their dApp, their app for selling the NFT to you via the contract, where you click on the button, you purchase in Matic on the fancy site, which we've got one for Goons. That is traditionally linked to MetaMask because the people that have written their own contract have learned it through Hashlips, and Hashlips prefer to use MetaMask. But there's a couple of things that have come in recently which have meant it's super easy to add Wallet Connect to that. And we've got so actually something that we've done at Crypto Goons is find someone that's willing to share that as open source coding. So now in Polygon, we're getting people that are able to mint from Coinbase Wallet and mint from Trust Wallet, and not just having to mint from MetaMask. And we can offer this out to any project that's got it on there. So we're trying to do things all the time to make it more accessible for all of these different people. But yes, back to your questioning point, because I got distracted. MetaMask and Coinbase are the two most popular wallets, I would say.
No, that was very good information. Very good. So yeah, you can also import your ledger also into your MetaMask. So this is just a question because you're more advanced technologically and you're deep in the space. So I've never like connected my ledger to MetaMask because I was afraid, but it's totally safe, right? As long as you look at the URL and make sure you're hitting on the right URL, like there's really no way it can get hacked, right?
So when you open MetaMask, it gives you the opportunity to put your password in. If you were just to click on like the Google Chrome extension, for example, or you could put your private key in from your other wallet, and then it will ask you to create a new password for MetaMask, and you'll be logged into your ledger or your Trust. That's how I did it. So I just put my 12-word private key into the MetaMask when I opened MetaMask into their login page, and it imported my Trust wallet there straight into MetaMask, and everything's been fine for me. But that's how I did it, and yeah, I followed instructions to do it that way as well. I can't remember where from, but
Maybe I'll hook up my trust wallet. I have like a lot of different wallets. I'm one of these people. I'm like, well, if I lose this one, I'll still have this one. You know, so I kind of have a lot of stuff in a lot of different wallets, and you know, because
it makes sense, and you should.
Because
You
people
should
do
have a hard. You should have a hard, shouldn't you? As well, you should have a hard wallet as well. Like you should. You should have like
I've had one for a long time. So I do have, that's like my main one, but I have other ones. But I'm thinking of transferring them to hard wallets. But then I'm like, well, what if I lose my hard wallet? What if I lose mine? So I like have a little, I have like a little, you know, like it's like alcoholic that has the little bottles all over the house. You know, have a few little, I have a lot of wallets. So
I went through a period where I was petrified of losing my phone. Like absolutely petrified of like losing or breaking my phone, and I was like, I've got to sort this out. I've got to make sure that I've got this somewhere else, and yeah, like I've got access to it through other things, because if I do accidentally drop my phone in a river or something, like yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah, I have a lot of, you know, different, I actually have some stuff like buried in the forest, but like half the codes in this place, half the codes in that place, like crypto, man. And sometimes, you know, yeah. All right. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up. This has been so amazing. I'm so glad that you came, and I just really appreciate you and Luga and the teams and everything you're doing, you know, making the world a more awesome and fun and cool place for everyone. And thank you so much.
This has been amazing. I've got no idea if we've been talking for 10 minutes or 2 hours. Thank you so much for your company and hosting. It's been awesome to connect, and yeah, thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to hit the